Hi, it's Elisa, and I'm going to show you quickly how to create multimedia lessons using Tegrity, which comes in our Connect composition. So once you log in to Connect and you've set up your courses, go ahead and click on a course so that you're inside. And at the top you can see that there are 3 tabs. And to get to the lesson area, click on Library. So in here you'll see the ebook is here and all the questions and learning, personal learning plan, etc. But then you'll see a tab for lectures. When you click on that, the first time you do it, you'll be prompted to download a little piece of software that you need to use Tegrity. And you'll get this little pop-up message that tells you all of the things that you can do with Tegrity. So if you want to learn more about any of these items, just go ahead and click them. Today I'm just going to show you how to create a lesson with a PowerPoint presentation and of course your beautiful knowledge that comes from you. So to record a class, go ahead and click record a class and you'll get a dialog box that pops up that asks what you want to do. So first you can choose the course that you want to record for, and this one is already in the class that I clicked into, so this is the one for my fall. I can give it a title so that you'll know what it is. I'm just going to write test for screencast, so I'll know to erase this later. And then you can choose a picture that you want to use in place of you if you don't want to have video going. Okay, so I have a picture here. You want to make sure that you test your audio and your settings. So in settings, you really don't need to change anything, just in case you have several microphones that are attached. I have a microphone plugged in, a producer microphone, so that shows up. Sometimes you'll have your default audio device, which is connected to your Mac if you're using an iMac and so forth. But you can see that it's working because the green line is going up and down here. Okay? Okay, so now if I had a video camera hooked up to this computer, I don't have it hooked up today, I would have the option to turn on video. And instead of selecting a picture, I would be able to choose video. And I'll show you that a different time. But for now, you can see that I could set the settings up for video. All right, but for now, let's just go ahead and use a picture and my slideshow. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click record a class. All right, it's going to tell me that these little menu buttons are going to pop up here. And recording will start momentarily. Now, what I want to do next is go ahead and open up a PowerPoint presentation that I want to make available. Now, you should probably do this before you actually start the recording. But what's happening is the PowerPoint that I have, let's go into full slideshow mode, is going to be recorded. And what's recorded is what's on your screen. So I go into full screen mode and you can see the PowerPoint and I can click through it, and as I'm talking it's also recording, and you can see down here that Tegrity is working. I'm going to go ahead and stop that. Okay, so I want that to upload in the background, so when it's done loading up, it'll show up in my Tegrity list in Connect. Okay, so I'm back in Tegrity again where I started to record the class, and you can see that my test for this screencast has now shown up. Now I would show you this one, but let's go and see a real Tegrity screencast in action. What I've done is I've taken the link, and I'll show you how to get the link from the page that I was just on, and I've embedded it into my Canvas course so that when students come they can see that there's a lesson that I created for them, and when they click on it, Tegrity will load up and it'll look like this. So what you see over here in the right is what was the presentation, the slideshow that I pulled up full screen. So it's going to record everything that's on your screen, including the little Tegrity box at the bottom. And then I had video when I created this one, so over to the side I have myself live on camera. So being goofy with my microphone here. So I was making a lot of noise, but I am talking to my students, and I'm going to go ahead and talk to them as I click through these slides. Now what's really neat about this is that along the way you can see when the slides change, and the slide pops up over here on the left when I'm talking about this little bit. So students can click directly to pieces of the presentation to view. They can also click down here and it'll bring up all of the slides. So they're like, okay, I understand what she was talking about, but what did she say about two authors with the same last name? And then boom, the slide pops up and I start talking directly about that slide. If the student thinks that I'm talking way too slow for their liking, I can fast forward and make myself talk really fast. It's kind of fun to watch this. I can't even understand what I'm saying. But sometimes students like to do that. But for the most part, students really like to click through and to get to the part that they feel is most necessary. Okay? Now they can print things out. They can download your PowerPoint and the recording so they can watch it. And of course, they can if they have help, they can click the help button to get help. And then here you can ask the instructor a question. So if a student clicks here, they can send an email and it will go directly to you, the instructor, with a message about some aspect of this presentation that the student is watching. Okay, so let's go back. Over here underneath the video, you can see that there are bookmarks and notes. So what you can do for your students is to highlight certain areas in the presentation that will then post here. So a student can quickly get to each section just by clicking on the link that has been added here. Okay, and it'll automatically start playing again. Okay, so sound volume, and then of course, they can always just drag through like I was showing you earlier. So Tegrity is really nice. So let me quickly show you how to get Tegrity, the link for Tegrity. All right, so here I have my presentation, and if I click on it, I can see the slides from the presentation. But what I can do is just check it, and then I'm going to be able to use the information or get the information to embed in my class. So I move my Windows bar up to the top so that you can see down below. Anyway, so I check the screencast that I want to share with students, and I click the Actions button down below. And you can see that there are several actions. I can rename it, I can edit it, so maybe there was a part that you made a mistake and you want to cut it out. Now the editing in this is very rough, so I would recommend that you just record and post it for students. And if you make mistakes, hopefully they're small and minor so you can just cut out sections. I can copy, move, delete, publish, get a class link, and so forth. So at this point I want to get a class link. So I go ahead and click that, and then that's the link that I'm going to embed into Canvas. So it says do not allow anonymous users to view this recording. I'm going to click that off, and now I get an embed script. So this is just a link that'll take us to the page. So we'll quickly show you how that works. And remember, this is just that little small presentation that I made. So there's the title of it, Test Screencast, and now it's going to pop up and play. So it usually takes a couple minutes for it to pop up. So I didn't have video, so there's my picture, and then this is going to be, first you're going to see my screen, and then you're going to see the PowerPoint, because remember I had to load the PowerPoint later. Presentation that I want to make available. There it is. So now I'm getting my PowerPoint before. Okay, so that's it for this presentation. I hope it's helpful, and I really hope that you all decide to use Tegrity with your students.